Tom Reed here. Right off the bat, there's a lady, Stephanie, and she's really into like metaphysics, stuff like that. She has these healing rocks. Sounds corny, it's not going to save all your problems, but there you go.
Oh, that's
cool. From Stephanie.
Stephanie, that's pretty
So you
neat.
Yeah, I think you'll like them. So, I take these videos and I upload them to YouTube. You okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. I wouldn't have recognized you. You look so much better. You put on some weight.
Just a little bit.
And as I said to you earlier, you emailed me a while back, remember? And were you still up north at the time?
I was.
Okay. And the last time I saw you, you got better, you went to rehab, you moved with your mom. How long did that last?
Not even a whole two and a half months, maybe.
Okay. And did you go to rehab after you got out of here? Or did you just...
I actually didn't go to rehab at all. I actually don't really believe in rehab necessarily.
Okay.
I've been there more times than I can count on my hands, and I'm just like really over it and their methods. And so the best thing I do when I do, go through that process, I go to my mom's house and I detox, which takes about 2 weeks sometimes completely to get me back to where I'm like at least sleeping a little bit normal and not kicking like physical withdrawals and all that. I stay in touch with people that I know that are clean, and I pretty much just kind of try to surround myself with them as much as possible and hang out with them and make plans with them as much as possible. And that's pretty much how I do it. And I will go to meetings with them even though I really don't like it. But they told me that even though I don't like it, that I should, and so I do.
Okay. But now, during that time, would you say you were totally clean, or did you still use up there?
I still smoke marijuana, but I don't look at that as a drug, honestly.
Okay. So your relapse occurred after you left there and came back down here? Mm-hmm. And what your drug of choice is?
Crack and heroin.
Okay. And how much would you say you spend on that a day?
Anywhere from the least amount would be like $200 to the most amount, depending on how good the work is that day. Mm-hmm. Up to like 500 or more. Okay.
And speaking of the work, has it changed much with this after COVID deal compared to before? Oh
yeah, it got a lot worse, of course. More dead, a lot less work.
There is.
Oh yeah. Because a lot of people were too afraid to come out of their houses, so understandable.
Yeah.
But of course, there was still the stragglers that came around and whatnot. You got, your regulars and stuff, so.
Yeah, gotcha. Now, are a lot of the women that you remember here before long gone?
A couple of them are dead.
Which ones?
Stephanie and Raven.
Okay. Yeah, I knew about Raven. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And were you pretty good friends with her?
Stephanie. Well, actually Raven too a little bit. I was good friends pretty much with both of them. I would say better friends with Stephanie.
Okay. Hey, you haven't seen Ebony by chance, have you?
No, actually, she's back with her mother right now.
Oh, good. That's good news. That's what I was hoping.
So whenever I don't see her at WAPS, I know she's been clean, because that's the only place she'll go for drugs. Gotcha.
And your plans now, you're down here, you've relapsed. I mean, you fine with this for a while? Just, take it a day at a time, first things first?
That's pretty much how I've been taking it. For the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to put my plan, I have a plan I'm trying to put into motion, but I keep, one thing leads to another, and I keep messing it up one way or another because of getting high or some dumb reason, of course. But pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna buy about $200 worth of Xanax and get a couple good bags of weed, and I'm gonna go up north to my mom's, and that's what I'm gonna use to help me detox. I'm gonna just try to sleep it off.
Gotcha. So you do want to get back there if you can?
Oh yeah, I definitely want to get back there as soon as possible. Definitely from my daughter.
Oh,
Miss her like hell.
and how old is she?
9.
And who is raising her?
My mom.
Okay, so she's living there with your mother.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there any particular trigger that got you to come back down here, or just drug addiction in general?
I guess it could be a few things, you know, like definitely one of them being is my mom's boyfriend, who of course I live with my mother and he lives there too, and man, he is one of my biggest problems completely.
Okay.
We constantly fight like cats and dogs, and like that's always one of the first things that come out of my mouth when I'm screaming back at him when we're arguing. Like he'll say some rude shit to me, or like, get the fuck out of my house. And I'm like, you think I want to be here anyway? I was like, I'd rather be in the crack house smoking crack right now than dealing with your bitch ass, and like, you know, like
Right.
saying shit like that. And
Yeah.
half the time I feel like seriously like that. Like I'd rather be down here getting high. Like, but I don't really mean it at heart.
Right.
You know.
Now, are you homeless?
Yeah.
So, like on a typical night, where would you sleep?
Well, I sleep in one of my friend's cars,
Yeah.
or sometimes I have to sleep on the side of the bank.
Okay. And nobody bothers you?
No, not really.
On a typical night, do you get sleep, or you just kind of doze off?
Sometimes I just kind of doze off or whatever.
Gotcha.
But, you know, I don't sleep for days at a time, so.
Is there anything you need, clothes-wise, or anything? People are going to want to send you things, or anything comes to mind? Shoes, tops, pants? Food? Hygiene stuff?
Everything.
Okay, what sizes?
I don't even know, honestly.
Okay.
And on top of that, even if I do put my plan in motion soon enough, then even then I wouldn't know what size to tell you, because when I get clean, I get bigger. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I'll give you my number. And when you figure that out, you can get a hold of me.
Right.
You got any questions for me?
Not really.
All right, it was good seeing you again. Thank you.
Hopefully I'll be out of here soon.
I hope you are too. Best of luck to you. Thank you.